Bonjour, salut en cours, c'est moi Nicolas, votre professeur de français et aujourd'hui nous allons examiner deux verbes, les verbes pouvoir et vouloir. Hey everybody, it's your French teacher Nick back again and today we're going to examine two verbs, the verb pouvoir and the verb vouloir. All right, so these are both verbs from chapter 6. This is our third video in the chapter 6 series, video 3, part 3, chapter 6. If you haven't seen the first two, then make sure that you go down in the description of this video. I'm going to have a link to my teacher page. Click over to the teacher page. I'll have all the videos listed, and then go and watch the first couple of videos for this chapter 6 series where we discuss the verb faire, some idiomatic expressions with faire, and the weather using faire. But today, the textbook, we're going to look at the textbook's two new verbs for this chapter, the verb pouvoir and vouloir. And these two verbs are irregular, but they have some similarities. The reason why the book puts them together is because they're different verbs, but they're different in the same ways. Now, there's no pattern to them, but they just have enough similarity that we can put them together. So we're just going to run through the conjugation for the verbs pouvoir and vouloir and look at their similarities. So let's start off with pouvoir. 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 So let me just make sure I'm writing here where I can see. Pouvoir. Now I have the lights off in the classroom. I made a video earlier today and had the lights on. It was a glare. Trying it this way. I hope everybody can see the board okay. Pouvoir. Pouvoir. Just open up your textbook. Let me just see what page that's on. It's on page 201 in your textbook. So if you can't see what's on the board, just open up the textbook to page 201. So pouvoir means to be able to. To be able to do something. It could mean like to can. So the way that we would use this in English would mean, if I want to say, I am able to speak French. I can speak French. I am able to eat an entire pizza, large pizza by myself. I can eat a whole pizza by myself. I'm able to, I can. So that's, both of those kind of translations are covered by pouvoir. So pouvoir. So to can or to be able to. So we're going to conjugate pouvoir. And I'll probably be using a couple of different colors here. So if you are copying these down and you want to color code things, so I'll probably be using a different few of them. Let's just go ahead and put in our pronouns. So here's our verb chart. Je, tu, il, elle, and on. Il, elle, on, he, she, and everyone. Us, everyone, we, them, they, people. Oh my goodness, it means so many different things. Nous, vous, and il, elle, plural. Right? So that's our basic pronouns. So I can do something, you can do something, he can do something, she can do something, we can do something, y'all can do something, they can do something. So I am able, you're able, he is able, she is able, and so forth. So there are pronouns. So now, pouvoir, the verb is pouvoir. And one thing that I want to key in on here is that the verb pouvoir has a V right here in the middle. Now, I know that seems kind of obvious, but this becomes kind of a big deal when we're going to get to the next verb, vouloir. Students make some mistakes that I'm not sure why they make the mistakes, except that they didn't really learn the verb. They just learned an approximation of the verb. So what's going to make this weird is, normally we know that in the other verbs, the ER verbs, we've dropped the ER and we add a new ending. But those were regular. There's a pattern to all the ER verbs except for aller. Aller, there was no pattern. Now, that didn't follow the ER pattern. But all the other ER verbs follow the pattern. But we have plenty of verbs that are not regular. Être, avoir, aller, faire, prendre. Those are not regular. So here's going to be another irregular verb, and you're just going to have to learn this verb for itself. It's a verb you have to learn. You can't apply this pattern really to any other. Although we're going to see that vouloir has a lot of similarities. But this is going to be je peux, peux. Now, je peux, to you, but it's going to be having an X at the end. Don't pronounce that X. Like in my last name, Jagneaux. Jagneaux. Don't pronounce the X, not Jagneux or Thibodeaux or Boudreux. We don't pronounce that X. So this is just going to be je peux. So we already had the word peu in a previous chapter. The word peu meant a little bit, right? And you pronounced it, peu. So just because I added an X at the end doesn't mean you have to suddenly pronounce the X. Don't pronounce the X. Je peux. Je peux would be I can. Je peux. Oui, je peux. I can. Or oui, je peux. Yes, I am able. Hey, can you come over and visit today? Mama said you can come watch a TV show at the house and we can have snacks. Oh, oui, je peux y aller. Okay, so yes, I can go. Je peux. I can. Tu peux. Tu peux. Peux. There's the X. Peu. P-E-U-X. And then the last one, so it's you can. You are able, you can. Tu peux. Je peux, tu peux. And then here we're going to have il peut, elle peut, on peut, he can, she can, everyone can, we can, they can, people can, or he is able, you are able, she is able, they are able, we are able. So, peut. Je peux, tu peux, il peut. Whoa, though. Don't go so fast. Because it's peut. Je peux, tu peux, il peut. But guess what? Pronounced the same, spelled different. So, this is peut, P-E-U-T. P-E-T. Put that in red. I'm going to switch those colors up to red. Maybe you'll see the red a little bit better. So this is X, X, T. XXT. Now keep that XXT in mind. That's going to become important. We saw another verb on faire that had SST. And I told you that SST is another kind of a pattern we're going to see on other verbs. So SST, XXT, those two right there, those two, but then still the T. So just keep the SST, the XST. That is a kind of a pattern that does develop. So faire used je fais with an S, tu fais with an S, il fait with a T. So faire used SST. But on peut, we're going to have XXT. Je peux, tu peux, il peut. So keep that in mind. Okay. Now, move over here to vous, and this is going to be nous pouvons. 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 So this was P-E-U. Notice this is the infinitive is P-O. P-O. Look, you're looking. Woo, gotcha. So P-O-U, pouvons. But then when our conjugate is P-E-U, peu. Peu. Pouvons, peu. And when we get here, this is going to be nous pouvons. Pou. So pouvoir, pouvons. Pouvoir, pouvons. Pou. Pouvons. And that's a V right here. Just keep this in mind. That's a V. Okay, so that's a V. Nous pouvons. Why is that a V? Well, we got the V right there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We're going to get to vouloir and we'll see why. So nous pouvons, we can, we are able to. Nous pouvons parler français, we can speak French. Nous pouvons parler anglais, we can speak English. We're able to speak English. Now, of course, don't forget, we can put the ne pas. We can say we can't. We're not able to do something. So I could say, je peux parler français. I can speak French. I would say, je ne peux pas parler allemand. I can't speak German. Je ne peux pas parler allemand. Nous pouvons parler anglais. Nous pouvons. We can speak English. Nous ne pouvons pas parler espagnol. We can't speak Spanish, right? So I can always have my pas that go around my verb. Je peux, je ne peux pas. Tu peux, tu ne peux pas. Il peut, il ne peut pas. So, je peux, I can. Je ne peux pas, I can't. Tu peux, you can. Tu ne peux pas, you can't. Il peut, he can. Il ne peut pas, he can't. Same thing would be over here. Nous pouvons, we can. Nous pouvons pas, we can't. Pouvons. Vous pouvez, pouvez. So, pouvez, pouvez. Oh, don't use the blue. Nous pouvez. Pouvez. There's my V, pouvez. So, pouvoir is the verb. Pouvoir, to can, to be able to. Pouvoir. But then when I conjugate it, the pouvoir becomes peut. Je peux, tu peux. Peut. But when I get to this side, pouvoir, pouvons. Pouvoir, pouvez. All right? And then here, I'm going to switch things up a little bit here. I don't know why, but we're going to go back to the P. So this was pouvoir. Pouvoir. Pouvons, pouvez, but it's going to become peuvent. Hey, I don't know them French them, man. Peuvent. P-E-U. Put my V. Peuvent. Ils peuvent. So, je peux, tu peux, il peut. I can, you can, he can. I'm able, you're able, he's able, she's able, and so forth. Nous pouvons, vous pouvez, ils peuvent. Pouvons, pouvez, peuvent. Peuvent. Okay? So that's pronunciation. Now, let me change this to green. I'm going to put some green in there. Let me change this EU. I'm going to do EU right here. So I want you to notice that where my EUs are, right? So I've got OU in the infinitive, OU, pouvoir, and I've got EU on some of the conjugated, peuvent. Okay? So now, that's pouvoir. I can, I am able. The other verb in the chapter, and once again, you can look on page 201. Tu peux regarder la page 201. À la page 201, 201. And the other verb is vouloir. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I'm not going to erase everything. Oh, it's kind of messy the way I'm using this rag, but that's okay. Let me use my finger. Okay, so here I'm left with the parts that I had in the different colors. This is where the next verb is going to be similar. The next verb is vouloir, but it's going to be similar to the one we just saw, pouvoir. Except right here for my V's. Okay? So my V's, does orange show up? Let me see if orange shows up. It does. So, all of these little weird things, they're going to be the same, except my EUX is going to be the same. EUX, EUT is going to be the same. But I'm not going to have a V anymore. I'm going to have an L because my verb is vouloir. All right? My verb is not. It's not. V-O-U-V-O-I-R. It's not vouloir. It's vouloir with an L, not with a V. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because some students get these two verbs when they're conjugating. They get their L's and their V's mixed up. We have pouvoir. They have pouvoir, V. The V is in pouvoir. And what students do is they'll get some of this correct, but then they'll change their V's and their L's from one verb to the other. So in this chart, or when they're writing in a sentence, instead of having an L for vouloir, they'll put a V. But that one belongs to pouvoir. Now I know they rhyme, and it's hard to get them straight when you don't use them a lot. I got all that. But you're smart. You are smart. You are beautiful. You are just fabulous. You are a good person. You can do this. You got it. I believe in you. I do. I don't care who else doesn't believe in you. And I don't care what they say about you. I do. And you can get this right. You can put your V in pouvoir and your L in vouloir. You can. I know that you can. So, what does vouloir mean? Vouloir means to want. What a great verb, right? To say what we want. We've said things that we like. We've said things that we're doing, but we haven't been able to say things we want to do yet. Okay? So want, to want. So this would be like, I want, you want, he wants, she wants, we want, y'all want, they want. Who wants? They want. Everybody wants. So vouloir is to want. So pouvoir was je peux. Vouloir is going to be je veux. Je veux. Tu veux. You want. Tu veux. Il veut. Elle veut. On veut. He wants. She wants. Everyone wants. We want. They want. People want. But you notice we still have our EUX, EUX, EUT. So it's still XST. EUX. So, once again, I'll just put this off on the side. This was peu, and peu, right? So, je peux, I can. Je veux, I want. Tu peux, you can. Tu veux, you want. Il peut, il veut. He wants, he can, and he wants. Right? So they're very similar with the EU. This is vous, vouloir, but je veux. Ou, vouloir, veut. Ou, Same thing over here. Pouvoir, peut. All right. So then we move to this side. And this is vouloir. So this can become voulant, voulant. Nous voulons, we want, nous voulons, and this will be voulez, voulez. Vous voulez, y'all want. Or if I'm asking a question, I might say, voulez-vous, okay? Just pick up my glasses. Voulez-vous. So there's I hesitate to say this, but it's out there in the culture. There's a song that uses voulez-vous in it. That's all I'm going to say, all right? Voulez-vous. Voulez-vous is do you want? Do you want? Or would you want? But that would be like a y'all. It could be do y'all want? Or it could be the formal you. Do you want? Voulez-vous. So like if you went to a restaurant, the waiter might say, vous désirez, what would you like, sir? Vous désirez, monsieur, quelque chose à boire? Désirez-vous, monsieur, quelque chose à boire? Do you want something to drink? Or the waiter might say, monsieur, voulez-vous quelque chose à boire? Do you want something to drink? Voulez-vous quelque chose à manger? Do you want something to eat? And it'd be just the formal one person instead of a y'all. If I'm sitting down at a restaurant, they would still use the vous. So you might say like voulez-vous or vous voulez. So in the question, I might change them. Voulez-vous, voulez-vous. Or I might even over here like veux-tu un coca? Veux-tu un coca? Veux-tu un coca? Do you want a Coke? Tu veux un coca? Do you want a Coke? You can change the order around the question. So this is vous voulez, and then last we got veulent, veulent. Right? So just like I had pouvoir, pouvons, pouvez, and peuvent. All right? So remember that in my pouvoir, I've got a V. Vouloir has an L. So pouvons, voulons. Pouvez, voulez. Peuvent, veulent. So don't get your L's and your V's mixed up in them. So that's how we conjugate. Je veux, I want, tu veux, you want, il veut, he wants, elle veut, she wants, on veut. And remember we can do the pas. Je ne veux pas, je ne veux pas, je ne veux pas. Man, who's calling me like that? Anyway, don't worry about that. It's different. So, I keep forgetting to put phones on do not disturb and stuff. So, je veux, je ne veux pas. I don't want. So I might say, for example, oh, thank you. I might say, je veux un coca. Je veux un coca. I want a Coke. Je ne veux pas de lait. Je ne veux pas de lait. I don't want any milk. Je veux une pizza. Je veux une pizza. Je ne veux pas un hot dog. I don't want a hot dog. Right? Tu veux du chocolat? Tu veux du chocolat? Tu veux. Do you want some chocolate? Tu ne veux pas des chips? Tu ne veux pas des chips? You don't want some chips? So don't forget you can put your pas around all of these verbs. Okay, assignment time. So here's what you're going to do for your assignment. You're going to turn in your textbook to page 203. So on page 203, I'm going to show it to you so that you can know what to do. À la page 203. And you're going to do, for right now, you're going to do these two exercises to practice. You're going to be practicing pouvoir and vouloir. So in this exercise, which is exercise 32, and this exercise, exercise 33, you are going to do the exercise, fill in the blanks. Now for this one, you've got to pick. Are you going to put pouvoir or vouloir? You have to read and then you have to say. I'll look at the first sentence with you. The first sentence says, Pierre et son frère ont faim. So Pierre and his brother are hungry. Il, and then there's a blank, and in that blank you have to decide. Are you going to put pouvoir or vouloir? So are you going to say they want, or are you going to say they can? So, il blank allait dans un restaurant. So, are you going to say they want to go in a restaurant, or are you going to say they can go in a restaurant? Which one's the most likely? So they're hungry, they want to go to a restaurant, or they can go to a restaurant. Now, I could see where you could say, oh no, we can say they can go, but it's probably they want to go. So in that sentence, it doesn't tell you to use vouloir. You just have to decide, do I use pouvoir or vouloir, and then conjugate it. I'll tell you what, just do 32. Just do 32. Do 32, type it up in the comments or send it to me by email, and I'll see if you chose the correct verb, and then translate the sentences as well. So that's what your assignment is. That exercise, only that exercise 32. We'll have another video another day. I don't know when we'll get to it, staying in chapter 6, and I hope everything's going fine with y'all. Au revoir. Un de ces jours. One of these days. See you later. À plus tard.